Not gonna lie, getting a little nervous. This is episode 20, which means I have two more episodes to go, which means I need to figure out what I'm gonna do after this. But one thing I do know is Charles wants to be left alone. Look, I just want to be left alone to live my life. I don't understand it. I wish people could just be themselves and not be bothered by other random motherfuckers. Because that's what they are, pieces of shit. They want to go out of their way to bother you. I don't understand how people have time for that. If everybody is so damn busy, where are you finding time to be evil? Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm Charles Rome. This is the By Friend podcast. Yeah. I just had to throw that in there. Kind of got a little tense for a second. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the show. This episode is called Left Alone. Because damn it, sometimes you just want to be left alone to live your life. Can people do that? It doesn't seem like it. But I'm going to talk about it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not some mean, miserly, curmudgeonly person. I just want some sort of semblance of normalcy. Is that the right word? Normalcy? I think it is. But what I'm just trying to say is, I'm not trying to be mean about this when I say left alone. I just, people need to mind their business. There's so much more they could be worrying about. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't want you to think I'm just an asshole. People are so damn rude. I just need to get that out there again. So rude. I don't understand it. Maybe you know what? It's not just rude. It's also being inconsiderate. I've noticed that's top on the list of people's lists. Being inconsiderate, like they wake up and just say, "You know what? I'm going to be rude and inconsiderate today." And they check that shit off the list twice cuz they said, "I'm doing double." But you know what you got to think about? Something that people don't want to talk about. A lot of the times, this anger, it's generational rage and racism. Some people still have grandparents who lived during the time when racism was running rampant, sexism was just running rampant. And you saying what was on your mind was like saying hello to someone. Nobody batted an eye when you said horrible things out loud to a person in public. Then you fast forward 50, 60 years later, you can't do that shit. You will get hit in the head. But I already said, 50, 60 years? Then we're going to go another fucking 60, 120. Now, all those people are gone. We're half gone. And it's just another generation that's hopefully going to be less dickheads about people being people. I hope so. I've talked about this before too. Everybody's going to be mixed. Every damn body. You also see those grandparents who, when they were younger, were racist as fuck. And then their grandchildren grow up. I mean, their kids grow up and then have a mixed baby. And now the grandparents love that little mixed baby. But if they'd have had that baby fucking 20, 50 years earlier. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's all I'm saying. And it goes the same way for someone in the LGBT community. And that's a lot to be saying. Damn. Ugh. All right. But I mean, it's going to happen. So it is. What I do doesn't affect you. It's not a game. You don't you don't lose 20 points for sexual orientation. It's it's not contagious. It's not how that works. I just don't understand how people, I don't know, cuz if I don't like something or I want to avoid something, guess what? I do just that. I fucking avoid it. Man, I had a bad experience at a McDonald's. I haven't been to a McDonald's in like 15 years. And if I have, it wasn't to get real food. You know what I got one time? A sundae, a hot fudge sundae. Am I eating their food anymore? No. Had a bad experience. But does that mean that I want to get in my vehicle and park that bitch on the inside of a McDonald's? No, not at all. Not at all. Blows my mind, you know? Blows my mind. And then you know what else I have to worry about? Being black. There's layers to this shit. So don't think, oh, you're just doing this for attention. No, I clearly want to be left alone. But there's going to be assholes, just like anywhere. But yeah, I'm not doing this for attention. I'm doing this for me. And one thing, I said this before, I was going to do an episode talking about religion and bring it up just because people ask a lot about that. Oh, how do you feel about when you're going to die? And I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know what happens after this. But after hearing different stories, I know you've been online and heard a story of a kid that was real young and he's talking to his parents and he's like, yeah, I used to be a doctor in this place. And then this guy got mad at me and killed me and then buried my body here. And then they go check all that stuff out and that's real shit. I know we die, right? But I think we come back. Some people think I'm crazy, but do you know what's going on out there? Do you know what happens after this? No, we do not know definitively what happens. So here's what I'm thinking. We get reincarnated. If you did well in the life before, you get something a little better. But if you did horrible, like murdered someone, guess what? You're gonna struggle in the next life. You have to redeem yourself. And this takes me to soul contracts. And I think that's real too. I think your soul needs to experience everything that life has to offer. And it's going to do that for you by giving you a fucking 70, 80-year lifespan, give or take. And you live your life and become the best version of yourself. And you just keep moving up in the ranks. That's what I think life is about. You move up in the ranks, and then in the very end, hopefully you'll get something good. Hopefully good will come to you because life is crazy. When you think about like, I'm going to die. Like, dude, leave me alone. I'm trying to live my life. So yeah, that's all I'm getting into for religion. But yeah, I wasn't going to do a whole episode on it, but you know, it kind of ties into some things. So I live my life and just try to be considerate to other people, but definitely not let them walk all over me. No way, no how. But I will be there and be that son of a bitch that'll be ready to help you. You just let me know. You let Charles know, and Charles will do his best. We need to lift up and not put down. Or if you can't do that, leave me alone. My friends that I've told that I am bi, they have been amazing rocks in my life. They really have. Without even knowing it, they absolutely have. And I appreciate them for it because life is going to get different. It's going to get wild. But guess what? If I got people rooting for me and that are happy for me and want to, randomly ask wild questions, I am all about that. And that makes life so much better. My view is love yourself, however, love someone else, however, and live life. That's all. And I know that there's just going to be haters out there. Haters gonna hate. But the main reason for this episode is just to say, fuck you. If you want to be one of them hating ass motherfuckers, then please do it on your own time. There needs to be someone to be like, hey, back the fuck up. They need someone at these events. Let it be a big motherfucker. Put him in a fucking bulletproof suit. He walks around. Make sure that there ain't no shit going on. You want to start picking on someone, they just slowly walk over to you, put their hand on your shoulder. Hey, I'm going to need you to cut that shit out. That would be it. And then if you don't, you get something broken. Don't know what, but you're leaving here with something broken. Ding, 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 ding. You won a broken femur. See, the biggest thing is I know myself. I know that if I'm not doing something to someone and someone starts doing just craziness just because, I know personally I'm going to say something. Growing up, I was usually that person. If they needed someone to say something to someone, I was the guy. I didn't give a shit. I really would. Now, if I felt completely disrespected for no apparent reason, I was coming back with a vengeance. Either I'm going to say some of the most horrible shit you have ever heard in your life, or you're going to be ready for a fight. And I'm telling you, I have no problem saying some wild shit and then being ready to fight somebody after. I knuckle up. Let's go. Maybe you should have kept your mouth shut. Oh, yeah. I'll say something about someone's mother. Listen, depends on the situation. And Charles will give absolutely zero fucks. I mean, if it's already gotten to this point, then I don't care. I don't care. Young, old, do not care. Male, female, you done fucked up. That's all that means. You done fucked up. And that was something I worried about when I went to the Pride festivals. Outside people coming in because they don't like what's going on. And that's terrifying that you have to worry about something like that, anything like that. But I've been prepping for this my whole life just by being black. I can't control that. I can't cover that up. I can't hide it by any means. But if I don't tell anybody that I'm bisexual, then guess what? Nobody would know unless I wanted you to know. So once I get to the first ever Pride Festival, it wasn't the parade. I'm nervous because in the back of my head, I was like, please, nobody come out here and just start fucking randomly firing just because, you know. And then I get out there and then everything's calm, everything's happy. It's just a gay old time. And I'm having a great time. And nothing happened. And then this year, actually, 2025, in, what was it, DC, they did on Saturdays, they do the Pride Parade. And then on Sunday, they do a little festival where you can go to the booths and just pick up little, knickknacks here, like keychains and bracelets and stickers and pins and flags. And I think someone did pull some guns out. There was a shooting out there on that Saturday. I didn't go this year. I didn't have time. I had to work. I got to keep that roof over my head. But I made it work. I went out there. I had a good time. Nothing happened. And that's how it should be. You should be able to gather with friends and acquaintances and just enjoy life. So I just hope that gets better at some point. I really, truly do. Cross my fingers, cross my toes, that life for all of us just gets easier because it's already hard enough. So, all right, I'm cutting out of here. We got a couple more episodes left. And this episode, Left Alone, we're going to leave it alone because we got Acceptance coming up next week, and then Expression. And then this podcast will take a little turn. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to figure it out. I'm working on it. All right, I'll see you next Friday. Be safe, have fun, stay out of trouble, please. And thank you. Don't forget, YouTube, you can check out all the episodes in their entirety. Let your friends know. I'm wherever you podcast. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. So come on out. Check it out. All right, I'll see you next week. Have fun. Bye.